Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis, the birthplace of congregational humanism. We carry on that tradition of free thought today, dedicated to promoting a free search for truth, meaning, and justice. Our web address is firstunitarian.org. Thank you for joining us.
Once upon a time, there was a king. The king was a vain, short-tempered man whom most people found quite unpleasant to be around. His favorite punching bag was his lackey, Humdrum, who suffered immensely due to his extreme proximity to the foul man.
Humdrum, come here and listen to me.
Yes, sire. What can I do for you?
I need you to cut down that sad little apple tree. It's going to block the view of my new statue.
Your Highness, what new statue?
Didn't I already tell you? I'm building a new one on top of that hill over there. It will be so big and so beautiful.
But this will be the 5th statue you've built this year alone.
You can never have too much of a good thing, and besides, everybody loves them. Speaking of, why don't you go get a hatchet and start hacking down that tree right now?
The tree, sire? You want me to cut down the last remaining apple tree?
Yes, I want you to cut down the last remaining apple tree. It's a crooked eyesore.
The king was an expert on crooked eyesores.
And it hasn't given me apples in years. I don't want it taking attention away from my statue.
Well, sire, I have a lot on my plate right now, so it might be a little while before I have the time.
Whatever. I'm leaving for a 2-week public relations tour of the neighboring kingdoms tomorrow. I want that tree gone by the time I return.
Of course, Your Highness. You can count on me.
Now I have some important tweeting to do.
Humdrum had spent his days begrudgingly going along with the king's unfortunate antics, but this time he wasn't so sure.
I can't let the king chop down the very last apple tree, but how do I stop him? I'll go ask the village elders. Maybe they'll know what to do.
So Humdrum requested a meeting with the village elders.
What do you need us for, Humdrum? What's happened?
The king wants me to do something absolutely awful. I'm to cut down the last apple tree from the old orchards. And it just seems so wrong.
Oh my, really?
Yes, really. Do you remember when we were children, there was a big apple orchard that stretched all across these hills?
Of course. We used to frolic amongst the trees. We'd play hide and seek or have contests to see who could climb the highest.
We'd marvel at the pink and white flowers and try to bury each other in the blossoms once they fell.
And once the fruit came in, the whole kingdom would come to take their share of the fresh, juicy apples.
Oh, yes, those were the days, but the orchard is all gone now. It's fond memory, but what are you going to do?
But that's what I've come to you for. The king's had all the other apple trees cut down. This is the last one. We can't let this tree die too.
Why did the king order all the trees to be cut down anyway?
Well, he built that theater right in the middle of the orchard, and then he commissioned a big art gallery and a pool.
I never knew we had a theater.
Or an art gallery.
Or a pool.
He doesn't let anyone in but himself. And a few special guests, I suppose. Or he would if he ever met anyone he felt worthy enough to invite.
Oh, it's sad, yes, but it's not like there's anything we can do about it.
Well, I just thought...
The king does what the king does. We don't really have the power to change it. So just forget about it and move on.
But wait!
Let it go, Humdrum.
There's nothing to be done.
So Humdrum left the elders feeling defeated. Little did he know a pack of children had been listening outside the council room door. They pounced on Humdrum as soon as he left the room.
Humdrum, was all of that really true?
Yeah, did there really used to be a whole orchard around here?
And you would be allowed to play in it?
Could you climb the trees for real? I love climbing, but there's hardly any trees to climb around here anymore.
Yes, it's all true. But I guess those days are gone. If the elders won't help me, I guess I'll just have to cut down the last tree.
Wait, maybe we can help you.
Help me how?
We'll think of something. Just don't cut it down yet.
Give us a week.
Really? Well, the king is going to be gone for a couple more weeks. I guess you could try. But I can't stay. The king has asked me to clean ketchup off the castle walls again.
The children went immediately to investigate the tree.
It's a bit scrawny, isn't it?
Sure, it's a bit crooked, but it has potential.
Are you sure? Maybe we're not going to be able to...
Stop right there. You're starting to sound like those old people. What's the harm in at least trying?
You're right, but I think we're gonna need some help. Let's go talk to the witch. She has the biggest, best, most beautiful garden in all the land.
All along the trip to visit the witch, the children came up with all sorts of ideas for how they could make their community more beautiful and fair, starting with turning some of the king's exclusive areas into fun spaces for everybody to enjoy.
The pool should be a community pool where kids can take swimming lessons.
And the theater should be a community theater.
Ooh, maybe we could create our own shows. Oh, and we definitely need more trees everywhere.
That would be great, but the king never seems to share with his people.
Maybe he will someday.
And maybe someday pigs will fly. Oh, here we're at the witch's cabin.
Yes, here you are. And why is that? Come to steal from my big, beautiful garden?
We're not going to steal from you. We've come to ask for your advice.
My advice? That's a switch. Usually people are full of advice for me about how to be more normal. Why do you think I live so far from the village?
I thought it was so you'd have more space for your beautiful garden.
Well, yes, that too. So, you like my garden?
Very much. I love how everything is so green here, not like in the village.
Can you help us? We're trying to save the last tree from the old apple orchard. It's a scraggly disaster.
The king wants to cut it down.
Wouldn't it be easier just to go along with him and cut it down?
No, we can't cut it down. It's the last one. There must be something we can do.
Well, I suppose you could rake around the tree, get the weeds out, prune the dead branches, and give it some of this.
Is that a magic potion of some kind?
I guess you could say that. It's actually just some fertilizer, my special blend. But it has worked magic on my garden.
Thank you, thank you.
We really appreciate your help.
The children followed the witch's advice, and soon, much sooner than should have been possible, the tree was perking up. Within days, there was new growth, and a few days after that, blossoms. And before the end of the week, it was already bearing a load of delicious apples.
Children! I'm amazed! How did you do this? And so quickly?
We got advice from that wise witch with the wonderful garden.
It turns out all this tree needed was a little bit of love.
And a little bit of magic fertilizer.
I hope you didn't sell your souls for that advice.
What? She's very nice. And we just brought her a few of our apples. She was so happy to hear that the tree was doing well.
Well, in any event, I'm very happy to see such a bountiful harvest. I think we should invite the townspeople to come pick the apples, like the old days.
Good idea.
The townspeople spent that day harvesting from the newly reinvigorated tree. As soon as the apples were picked, they were invariably carted off to be transformed into
Apple pies and apple cobblers.
Apple crisps and apple tarts. Delicious.
They made a party out of it. Several villagers brought their instruments and played music for them.
Underneath an Apple Tree by Ken Nisbet. underneath an apple tree, one lovely day in autumn.
A friend walked up to talk with me, and then an apple got him.
It dropped and bonked him on the head, which would have made me bawl.
But he just laughed and winked and said,
That apple likes the fall.
The Worm and an Apple, author unknown.
Worm wiggled into an apple.
Worm wiggled into the core.
Worm wiggled out of the apple.
We just couldn't eat anymore.
If I were an apple, author unknown.
If I were an apple and grew on a tree,
I think I'd drop down
on someone like me.
I wouldn't stay there.
Up so high,
I'd fall down at once
and say, "Make me a pie."
Five Little Apples, author unknown, adapted by Audrey Kingstrom.
5 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
A caterpillar munching on a ripened apple sweet.
4 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
A bird flew in for pecking. Juicy apples are a treat.
3 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
A horse stopped by for lunching. Big red apples can't be beat.
2 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
A wandering pig tromping the fallen apple at its feet.
1 little apple hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
Some apple-loving children. Hey, that last one's now for me!
Apples by Helen H. Moore.
Apples, apples, what a treat.
Sweet and tart and good to eat.
Apples green and apples red,
hanging from branches overhead.
And when they ripen,
down they drop,
so we can taste our apple crop.
This has been one of the best days I've had in a long time.
Such was the merriment that no one noticed the king's carriage coming down the road. No one noticed him at all until the yelling started.
What is this? I come back from an exhausting 2 weeks of constant travel, and not only is that tree not chopped down, but you all are throwing a party for it on my land that I wasn't invited to?
Your Highness. Oh, joy. You're back.
And not a moment too soon, I see. Can't I trust anyone around here?
What's the problem? Now that you're here, you can join in on the celebration too. Do you want some apple crisp?
No, I don't want any apple crisp. That's food for commoners. I only eat food prepared by my personal chef. You are probably trying to poison me.
Hey, don't talk to our friend that way.
You're a meanie.
After all I have done for you in this kingdom, I see how it is. I guess if you want something done right, you have to go do it yourself. Humdrum, get me an axe.
Well, Your Highness, I understand why you wanted to cut it down before, but now it's beautiful and green. I just think maybe it could be nice to leave it alone.
Humdrum, we've talked about this. I'm going to build a statue here, and there will be no space for this stupid tree, regardless of how beautiful it may be. My statue will look better anyway.
Nobody cares about your dumb statue. We want to keep the tree.
Keep the tree. Keep the tree. Keep the tree. Keep the tree. Keep the
Silence! I don't care what you people think. I am the king, and I'll do what I want. And I want to chop down this tree.
So the king marched back to his carriage to grab an axe, then strode back with great purpose to the party.
Trees are but momentary. Statuary is forever. Just ask Christopher Columbus.
The villagers watched with great sadness, a bit fearful of the king, as he furiously cut down the apple tree, and it crashed loudly to the ground.
There! Job done. Back to the village with the lot of you. You all certainly must have better things to do. Or if you prefer, you could help build my statue.
The king returned to his carriage and left for his castle while the villagers stood, mouths agape in stunned silence.
It's gone. All gone. I can't believe he actually did it. The last apple tree is gone forever.
Well, Humdrum, I suppose you tried. It was nice while it lasted. And that festival was quite enjoyable with all the apple dishes and music and such.
Still, a lot of work for nothing. You probably shouldn't have bothered at all.
Slowly, most of the villagers drifted away and returned home, adjusting to the loss of the apple tree that they, a short while before, had started to believe could be saved, but the children stayed on.
All that's left is this stump. I just feel so awful that we couldn't save the tree.
I feel empty inside. Well, except for the apple cobbler, apple pie, apple tarts, apple crisps,
I get the point.
I suppose we should go tell the witch. After all, she was the one who made it possible for us to enjoy the tree one last time.
So the kids trudged out of town to the witch's house, where she was tending to her garden.
What? Back so soon? I haven't even finished eating those apples you brought me yet.
The crop was so big that the whole village came to pick apples.
We were able to bake them into all sorts of goodies and had a huge party with everyone next to the tree.
But
the king returned and he was really angry and he chopped the tree down.
There's nothing left.
Nothing left at all?
No, we ate all the apples.
Every last one.
And now there are no trees and no apples.
Are you sure about that?
Well, there was those few apples we brought you.
Yes, those apples were delicious, and I enjoyed them a great deal. All except the last one on my kitchen table, which I was going to have for dessert tonight.
You mean there's one left?
Indeed, there is one left. But what could one little apple do?
We could cut it open and take out the seeds and plant them and grow more trees.
We could! Could we please have that one apple back so we can try?
And do you have any more of that magic fertilizer?
Yes, you may have the apple. It is on my table. And the fertilizer's right over there. Help yourself. And now I've got to get back to my own garden.
The children grabbed what they needed and hurried back to the village, where they rounded up the other kids. They carefully cut into the apple and removed the seeds. Never in their short lives had they seen so many seeds in a single apple. Together, they planted the seeds in rings around the village for all to enjoy. After the children planted each seed, they lovingly sprinkled some of the witch's fertilizer on it. Amazingly, within days, each tree had grown into a sturdy young sapling.
Can you believe it? This thing was barely a twig just the other day, and look at it now. Blossoms.
So many of them. It won't be long before each one of those buds starts to grow into a delicious apple.
And just think, each of those trees will bear tons of fruit. We'll have apples forever.
And there are so many trees that even the king himself couldn't chop them all down.
It's just so beautiful. Every day I look out the window and it's like the old orchard from my childhood. It's coming back, better than ever. I'm sorry we couldn't save the old tree, though.
But in a way, you did. Maybe not that specific tree, but every one of these trees is its direct descendant.
The old tree will live on for centuries to come, just like me, thanks to the work of those kids.
And, of course, the help of the witch.
She rules.
Working together, we really did do something remarkable, didn't we? We saved what was important and made it better and longer lasting.
The trees did indeed live on. They kept growing and kept producing delicious apples, and the village had a festival every year. The king never attended a single one. As promised, the king put up a new statue of himself where the old tree had once stood. He admired it fondly, but was angry that the villagers themselves didn't fawn over it like he did. Truth is, they couldn't even see it. Their view was blocked by all the tall fruit-laden apple trees, and everyone but the king lived happily ever after. Happy Fall Equinox!
Thanks for listening. You can find much more about humanism and what's happening at First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis by visiting our website at firstunitarian.org.